Learning how to be movie stars.
All right, that's a coffee. It's a coffee talk.
It's a coffee talk.
It's a coffee talk.
I do that to you a lot, huh? Where we're just talking about something and I just hit record.
Yes. I didn't even get to look pretty.
I know.
Thank God we only have 2 YouTube subscribers.
I know. So if you are listening,
Your mom and my mom.
yeah, try to beat out our moms and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Don't try to beat my mom.
Oh, that's true. Don't beat mine either. Mine's getting old.
You got something for me.
Yeah. I think dovetailing off of
Did you say dovetailing?
dovetailing, isn't that a thing?
Okay. I don't know.
Remember a while
But
back
like
we were gonna
say that.
incorporate a like a saying, like two
Yeah.
birds in hand is better than two in the bush. Wait, one in
Right.
One in hand
Yes,
is better
one
than
in
two.
the hand.
One in the
Yep.
hand. That probably comes from hunting.
Right.
Yeah. So
I don't want it. Yeah.
yeah. Huh?
I don't want it.
What's happening here? You don't want to dovetail? We are going to dovetail. Dovetailing off of the hiring. We were talking about hiring. Do you remember that?
Yeah. So the definition of dovetailing is to fit or cause to fit together easily and conveniently. Look at you. This is
Yeah.
perfect.
It is.
We're using it appropriately.
Well, that's what we do. Use
Yeah.
it appropriately. And hopefully the agents listening can use this appropriately.
This is the best coffee talk of all time.
Yeah.
already.
And I think I'd like to tease the next coffee talk should be about the day turning out differently than you'd expected. And we've talked about that before, but let's stick to hiring. Let's stick to hiring. How you like
Okay.
my shirt, Mr. Jason?
Nice shirt. Agencies Ignite.
They ignite your agency.
Coming January.
Is it January?
Coming
Spoiler
January
alert.
2021. Yeah, spoiler alert.
In
So,
Huntington Beach, California.
in Newport Beach.
Newport Beach.
Yeah. So a little
I'm-
teaser.
Uh-huh. Should I drive the van out?
Heck yeah.
It is for work, obviously.
2-day event. We at the elite meeting with Josh and Landon, we talked about it, and it's probably better to do it after the holidays, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, you and I are going to be pulling out our hair. But yes, so January it looks like
Oh, cool. I wasn't even aware.
tentatively. I know.
Tentatively, which means
I just
it'll-
wanted to make that declaration because
Oh.
even if we're a month late, we still
Yeah.
now we've said it.
Well, Haley, if you're listening to this, start planning.
Dovetail, my friend.
Dovetail. Let's dovetail into that hiring. So, I got this email as we get lots of them, and I thought it was interesting. It talked about 7 different things that you can do to increase and help with hiring, right? And then retaining those employees.
Do you have a sound effect that we can go into this with?
Um,
Don't do yeah, baby.
don't.
No.
Yeah, baby.
Ah,
Not
that's
that.
it.
Well, how about
You know, bowling. I like
bullin'? You like that one? Yeah.
that. I did.
Well, the first thing, and I think it's really important, and we do it. I know that we have this kind of thing at our office. Offer the right kind of fringe benefits. Fringe benefits, and that could be anything. It doesn't necessarily need to be, having health insurance, which I do have. I don't know if you do or not, but
I don't, but we're going to do it.
I was pretty surprised at how inexpensive it was. And then what's interesting is they're only about half of them actually are doing it. So you never know if they're going to do it. But I like it. I think as a pull marketing strategy,
And it's great. It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do, and it's a deduction and all that stuff. So that's nice. But I mean, like the fringe stuff. What kind of stuff do you have going on at your office?
Well, just like you, we not only offer water,
Yeah, we have water.
but snacks and
Yes.
all that stuff.
Yeah.
We talked about the energy drinks and just making it kind of like to your out of your words was making it like a what did you
A
say
cake
earlier
party?
today?
Uh, like a
No,
dorm room?
like a up
Oh,
and
like
coming
Silicon, like a
like a yeah, like
Silicon Valley place. So I don't know that you need ping pong tables and people doing massages, but I think that having something that differentiates from that corporate environment, because this is not the
totally.
corporate environment, right? This is a tough grind, especially for the model that we're running, where it's the telemarketers to the leads coming in, and a lot of quoting, and really at the end of the day, in order to make it, especially on the captive side, is a lot of quoting, right? That's it. You got to get tons of quotes in.
I think you nailed it on the head too. It's not that corporate environment, and that is the benefit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
the more of those things that make it more fun, more like a
Right.
dorm room, I guess.
Yeah.
I always say that
Your
my
place is like
sales
a dorm
office.
room.
It is, but that's a huge benefit because
Yeah.
dude, it's fun to be there. I
Yeah.
like being there. We
Right.
you and I both have the wheels of fortune and spin that
Yeah.
stuff and
Yeah. I like that. So snacks, I have tons of snacks. I just I give my sales manager, I said you can do two to $500 a month on, and then it'll end up usually on the higher end of that, right? 700. But just getting tons of stuff, so they have all of this great health food like Hot Pockets and Jimmy Dean breakfast stuff and
right, perfect
all of
outfit.
those. But they're actually, I looked in the fridge today. There was a bunch of grapes, so she got some grapes and some cherries. So
Oh, cool.
some healthy stuff. Of
Ding dongs,
course,
ho hos.
the monsters, which
I
I
love the monsters.
I manhandle those monsters, and yeah. So I like that. I think that's good. We actually put up a dartboard. We have a dartboard now, so that's kind of fun. I think you have to have them
Little
sign
scary,
a
but yeah.
liability waiver
You
for
actually
that.
have a steam room, a workout room.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do. They conned me into that. So we have some. This office is weirdly set up, but I bought the building, so I thought, okay, let's roll with it instead of gutting it, and it's not like a traditional office. I would say when you, and neither is yours, I guess, but because there isn't a lot of walk-in traffic. In fact, I don't think that anybody has ever just walked in off the street, unless it was somebody that wanted to sleep in the lobby, because it is in a unique area of town. But it's it's pretty cool because they're all the producers, and anybody that came to Ignite knows all the producers are in one area, right? Of course, they're properly socially distanced in that one area, and then there's the workout room. So and it wasn't that expensive to buy. There's a treadmill, there's little Stairmaster and like a Nautilus machine with all the different weights. So some of them work out at lunch. Some of them come in. One of my best producers comes in early, and then there's the steam room. And the steam room came with the building. I wouldn't have had that. I wouldn't have even thought of doing that, but it is pretty awesome. So
You
really
and
cool.
Kenzo, and I remember you said
Yeah.
that you like to bring milk in there and
No,
steam the
Kenzo
milk.
does. Kenzo likes
Yeah,
to drink chocolate milk in the steam room. I don't know about that.
that's
I drink
amazing.
water.
That's such an
I drink water.
odd combination.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't bring it in. He drinks it before.
Yeah,
So
that
that's
doesn't that
cool.
make you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you can also, and this was an interesting point that followed that up, like understand how those fringe benefits can fit into your tax strategy. So I think taxes are a big buzzword, and we're coming up towards the, depending on when you're listening to this, could be towards the end of the year, maybe not. Let's not
I'm
date it.
yawning.
You're yawning. Yeah, but you don't want to. You want to
No, I get it.
mitigate your tax risk. So look at those things that are going to help with that and help.
Right.
You want to stack it. You want to stack it.
Stack it.
Right.
What else you got for me?
We got, so how about achievement awards? You got any
Those are
trophies
fun.
or, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what? We haven't done that in a while, and we probably should. We used to have a wrestling belt and a trophy, like a sales monster trophy. We need to bring them back big time.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fun.
They are
I
fun.
know you have the bells and we have them too. A little
Yes, Mr.
ring
Bell.
the bell. I think you have one. Why don't you demo it? Demo that bell. Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure you've heard
Yep.
that before.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
and you have there's different things that you can look into, but there's dependent care assistance where this thing that I'm reading, and I'm obviously not a tax advisor, but it says most employees will qualify for up to $5,000 in tax exempt assistance for daycare. This drops to $2,500 for each married couple. Finally, separately. See page 10 of IRS publication 15B for details on what it takes to qualify for this. So that's something that you can look into. I have not looked into it, but I am going to because I think that's pretty cool too. That can be a thing that keeps people at home. And obviously you'd prefer to keep people in the office doing quotes if you can, right?
Love
Another thing, health savings account, right? You can offer that. That doesn't really cost you anything, but it's a benefit.
Ooh.
It's a benefit for the staff.
Right.
Yeah. And I think that this goes along the lines of that, which is reduce boredom, right? Reduce boredom. So what are some things you can do? And we've sort of touched on some of these things, but reduce boredom.
Like turn off the podcast from this
Yeah.
conversation.
Sure. I know you're getting bored because we're not goofing around as much.
Yeah. No. But no, that's true. And what I do like about this conversation in general is it goes back to my wife.
Oh, it always does.
Oh, it does. Yeah. And the bottom line is you're thinking about them. So like all these things might not be a big deal to you as the agency owner, but
Uh-huh.
it shows that you're thinking about them.
Yeah.
And I think that that's huge because I know at home, if I put a little thought into the house and the wife, it comes back tenfold,
Right.
at least
Right.
fivefold. To
So
hey, at least I won't get
not
in
to
trouble.
and not to go down on a tangent on that, but this is a really interesting thing is to be thinking about. It's true, right? People want to have this notion that they're being thought of, right? That you're taking care of them, that you're thinking about their best
Yes.
interests. And I try to remember to send little texts to my wife here and there. We're busy. We're always doing lots of stuff, but not just like, hey, what do you want me to get for dinner? Or, something that is inevitably going to happen throughout the day. But just like I sent this yesterday, because we've been a little sick, not the vibe, but something, I don't know, a little cold. And I said, hey, I was thinking about you. Hope you're doing okay. You seem stressed. Love you. I sent that. And I just said, you seem stressed, because she did seem stressed, but I knew
You're thinking about her.
I knew not to, like, at least for my wife, if she's stressed out, you don't try to problem solve. You just leave. Like, you don't help. Like, she doesn't
You don't
want
jump
any-
in the lion cage.
Right.
at the
It's
zoo.
like, it took me 20 years, but I know right now, yes, because of stress equals lion, run away. So I just went to work. I said, bye, went to work. And then I sent her that. And then she said, love you too. Just too much going on. Thanks for saying that. And even sent an emoji with little hearts around it. So that worked pretty well. And it's the same thing. Everybody wants to be thought of, right? You want to put them
Yep.
in a good spot because they want to know that you care. And without being too
Care.
cheesy about it, I think it is, you're right. It's super important. And all of these
pays
little
it-
things. Yeah.
It pays it forward, right? As an agency owner, like you're trying to take care of your new clients and you're trying to take care of your old clients. So if you're taking care of your peeps that are taking care of your
Right.
peeps,
Yep.
then it trickles down.
Yep.
So let's go through the rest of these benefits.
Yeah.
It's been an awesome conversation. I love it.
We got
What's the next?
provide career paths, right? So it's not just you're a producer and this is what you're going to do, but I think paint that picture. We do it when we hold, especially when we talk about meetings, right? In the Peak Performance Challenge, when the folks that start with Teledudes, we do that. We have this whole thing and where you give the speeches, you paint the vision, and there has to be a vision. Like there has to be something at the end of this tunnel, not just you're going to be doing 50 quotes, or 10 quotes a day, 50 quotes a week forever. So if you can paint some path, some of them love it and will always want to do that. Others may want to advance. So you have to find out.
I think just creating that is like the thing to look forward to. It almost gives you the energy and the will to really push yourself, or the team as a whole to push each other and have each other. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
You
So
need
have
something
that.
like that. Otherwise, yeah, it's a monotonous every day, and then you're thinking, dude, what? I gotta get out of here.
Right. Here's the
Yeah.
last thing, and it's so obvious, right? It's common sense, but when common sense becomes common practice,
Okay.
the magic really happens. So hold poor performance accountable and reward the top performers. Now,
Boom.
huge, right? And it's
Away
not
from
just
pain
like,
towards pleasure.
yeah, right? You have to, but also setting up those goals and then sticking to them. It's tough, right? It's tough to stay consistent and be on people and make sure they're doing the things. But if somebody is all of a sudden not doing well and not doing the things they need to do, you got to call them on it, which is tough, right? Not everybody wants to, but if you don't, it's just going to keep slipping and slipping and slipping.
Truth. Love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And that's a coffee talk.
That's
Craig,
coffee talk. Yeah.
What do you want each listener to do right now?
I want them to whip out their glass mirror.
Okay.
It's this digital computer that 20 years ago you had no idea would exist and be something that you stare at 8 hours a day. Take that out. Look at it. And right where it says subscribe, click the subscribe button. And if you really want to help, because it helps us get the word out and get in front of more people, leave a little review.
Ooh.
Takes
Unless you
5
didn't
minutes.
Like it, then don't leave that
Then
review.
then just unsubscribe and don't listen again.
And that's
That's a coffee talk.
a coffee talk.